welcome to HardHat Guitar. This video is part 4 of our series on the circle of fifths and the diatonic chords that go with them. Today we'll be doing the key of A, which has 3 sharps. If you remember, we started with the key of C, which has 0 sharps. The key of G is after that with an F sharp. Then we keep the F sharp for the key of D and add a C sharp. And in the key of A, we have an F sharp, a C sharp, and now we have a G sharp. So we'll keep adding sharps, and eventually we'll get to 1 flat and keep adding flats until we get back to C. But for now, we're in the key of A, so we're going to play it in open position, and then second position, and then we're going to do the diatonic chords that go with them. So we're going to start with our A in open position. That means I'm going to use as many open strings as possible, starting with my open A string, or my 5th string. So I'm going to play it slowly and say the names out loud. That's a really cool way to visualize the neck. I know it's really dorky, but like if you can do it, maybe when no one's around, it'll help you learn the fretboard a little better. But maybe you want to do it in front of all your friends. It's a little shameless, but you do you. Okay, so we have A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, back down, F sharp, E, D, C sharp, B, A, G sharp, F sharp, E, D, C sharp, B, A, G sharp, F sharp, E, back up, F sharp, G sharp, A. Alright, now we're going to try it a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the key of A in open position, it's a little bit awkward. I don't know if it's something you would use very often in an actual playing situation, but it's a cool thing to practice as, again, to learn the fretboard. If you can challenge yourself to do that. I find it a little strange, but if you can do it, then you're really, really learning the fretboard. So now I'm going to play it again in second position. And that means I am starting with my 2nd fret, and I have a finger covering every fret. For the key of A, we're going to have to stretch our pinky to get a G sharp on our D string, which you'll see. But other than that, there are no other stretches. So I'm going to start with my A. Again, I'm going to be a dork and say every note out loud on the slower version. Okay, so we have A, starting on our 5th fret of our E string with an A. A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, my stretch, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A, coming back down, G sharp, F sharp, E, D, C sharp, B, A, G sharp stretch, F sharp, E, D, C sharp, B, A, G sharp, F, back up, G sharp, A. So real quick, when I stretch to get this G sharp, I'm stretching with my pinky, but when I come back, I'm still going back into position. So my F sharp is with my ring finger as it should be if I'm lining a finger up with every fret. So here's the A scale a little quicker. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we're going to play our diatonic chords in the key of A. Basically that means every note of an A scale has a corresponding chord that goes with it. And all of these chords will keep you in the key of A. So if for some reason you're playing a song and all these chords are in it and no other chords are in it, you can probably play an A scale over the whole thing and it'll work. Many songs go out of key, or even with one chord go out of key and come back. That's a wonderful thing. Doesn't mean anybody did anything wrong. But here are our basic diatonic chords that go with the key of A. I'm going to start with my one chord, my A. Do it the traditional way. Then my two chord, which would be minor, so it's a B minor. My three chord, which would be a C sharp minor. My four chord would be a major, so that's a D major. My five chord is also major, which would be an E. My six chord is minor, which would be an F sharp minor. And now my next chord is diminished, my seventh. Not something you'd use quite as much, but it would go like this. Cool sounding chord. It's kind of bassy. Playing it down here, you can find a million other spots. Here's one where it probably works a little cooler. Cool little lick you can throw in there. Anyway, so those are our diatonic chords that go with the key of A. Okay, so now we're going to do our circle of fifths, starting with the key of C, going to the key of G, then to the key of D, and then to the key of A. We're going to do that in open position and second position. Again, when you really get into this stuff, you can do it all over the neck, but these are the two positions we're going to start with. So first of all, I'm going to do my open position circle of fifths, C, D, G, A. I'm sorry, C, G, D, A. 1, 2, 3, 4, C. G. D. A. That's kind of hard to do in open position, but if you can do it, you're really, really learning the neck. I made a little mistake there. I almost did a G instead of a G sharp at one point. You probably heard me slide. But again, I'm not going to try it again because I'll probably make a mistake again. And if you make a mistake, that's okay. Keep at it. Just keep learning that fretboard. Okay, so now we're going to do our circle and fifths in second position. And the closed positions are a little easier because you'll find they get repetitive, just like minor pentatonic shapes. So if this is my major scale in C, if I slide up 2 frets, I'm in D. So you're going to end up getting a little bit trapped in boxes sometimes, kind of like you do with minor pentatonics and major pentatonics, but that's okay. That's why when you slow it down, really think about what notes you're playing, and you can open up the fretboard for yourself. All right, here is our second position circle of fifths, first 4 scales, starting with C. 1, 2, 3, 4. G. D. A. Gets tricky the more scales you add, and if you make a mistake, keep at it. I did this a lot when I was younger, and I got super frustrated sometimes, you know, just because you'd be going along and you'd make that one little mistake and be like, I almost had it. Don't worry about it. Keep at it. The whole point is to learn the fretboard, not to be perfect at playing the circle of fifths. No one's ever going to buy a ticket to watch somebody do that. And it's really boring when you really think about it, but it's hard work that pays off. So again, you know, stay tuned for the fifth part of the series where we'll go to the key of E. Keep working on those circle of fifths. Keep being a good bandmate. Put on your hard hat and get to work. Thanks.